The likelihood that Ghislaine Maxwell testifies before Congress continues to go up because Donald Trump needs someone to come and in exchange likely for a pardon or other perks say that he didn't do anything. And that hasn't happened yet. It's not a guarantee, but Ghislaine Maxwell has certain requirements that she has provided before she would do that testimony, and it's pointing in that direction. So her conditions include a grant of formal immunity, which would be similar to the immunity that was already given to her while Todd Blanche was interviewing her, an interview not at the prison, questions in advance to prepare adequately, which they wouldn't give me the questions in advance if I were to testify. The idea that you would give this notorious criminal questions in advance, no, get the hell out of here. And we'll only do it after the US Supreme Court case is resolved. And so that's a lot of time for the Supreme Court to potentially save her, for Donald Trump to potentially save her. It's ridiculous to me. And thankfully, the media is covering it as such, with Jake Tapper saying it just seems so arrogant. It's like Beyonce demanding her own trailer at Farm Aid. I mean, you're a convicted sex trafficker. A little humility. I don't think it's like Beyonce demanding that. I think she should get her own trailer at one of these events. I don't know if he maybe misspoke or whatever, but like, she's a criminal. She's a grotesque monster. She should be lucky to have a few minutes of breathing fresh air, okay? Or as fresh as the air possibly could be in Congress or whatever. But anyway, I think that the Republicans in Congress, in exchange for her testimony, I think I would totally expect that they'd be like, you know, if Trump needs to pardon her for that, then we got to get to the bottom of this. That's where I see this going, Sharon. But do you disagree?
No, I don't disagree. They'll do his bidding for anything, including this woman who trafficked women, brought them to the lion's den. Of course. What more do we need to know about these people? That is exactly what they will do. And like I said, I also believe the Supreme Court, who's now, breaking, is going to be talking about this case in September. Doesn't mean they're going to take it up, but they're going to be talking about it. There's already, I'm sure there was a hotline between either Ginny or Clarence Thomas and somebody over at 1600. That's just my opinion. And they're going to tackle this in multiple ways here. Okay, and she holds all the cards. Humility, she holds all the cards. She's now had these conversations with Blanche over here. She knows some things that Trump perhaps doesn't want out. I mean, she holds all the cards. This sicko woman who is demanding vegan dinners and hair dye behind bars holds all the cards.
Yeah, and it's important what she has to say. I'm not disputing that, but I do also think, like, now the conversation has shifted almost entirely over to, will she testify or be pardoned? And was Donald Trump's wait staff poached or whatever? I would just like to remind everyone, and maybe this is a small point, the files are on someone's desk right now. Is anyone thinking about the file? They're still there. You could release them right now. There is no pressure that I can see, no momentum towards just giving us the information you already have. Why has everyone moved on from that? Is it boring? It's literally the same information it was 2 weeks ago. How is it any more boring than it was? There is a mountain of evidence that they are covering up literally right now. And maybe Maxwell can add to that, but we already have all of that. Why has that not been released? And also, after Todd Blanche did 2 days of talks, interviews with Maxwell, name one thing they've released from that. One quote, one fact. I got nothing. They've already got tons of evidence. At a certain point, I'm gonna need you to put up and then afterward shut up, is what I would say.